So the Padres are the best team in baseball?
Oh, so glad you asked. Yeah, I don't know how we performed today. There was a game of one, but yeah, we were coming into today number one team in baseball. The only sports franchise in San Diego is the best.
Sorry, we
have a soccer team, sir.
SDFC now.
Oh, gross.
What? Come on.
Hold on. You guys are buying into this?
Yeah,
MLS
they're
soccer?
good. Yeah, no, MLS soccer is the future. Baseball's a dying sport.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if you're buying a stock, you're buying MLS? over MLB.
Okay, so like Champions League soccer was on today.
Yeah.
Real Madrid was knocked out of Champions League soccer, and I feel like that's a completely different universe from MLS, even though it's the same sport.
No wrong words were spoken.
Okay, but we still like MLS.
I mean, I just want to be for the fact that San Diego has a team. I have never watched a single MLS game in my life, though.
Yeah. Like
I'd
be down to
I can't really bear the quality, but
I'd be down to go to a game just for the sake of it,
what I mean.
Getting the boys together. But like, I don't.
I mean, I hear the ambiance is insane. The atmosphere is insane.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good. It's a good time.
I hear it's getting better and better and better.
It's very superior to baseball for sure. As a lifelong
baseball, you're lucky if there's like
fan.
3 moments of like people getting into.
These are like different things though too. Like baseball is not really meant to be what you guys want it to be. It's like a day out in the sun, and you like it's like a family friendly environment with hot dogs.
This is quite the pivot.
It's like a barbecue.
This is like when you're. It's never a good sign when you're like, oh, it's not the thing you
justifying
want it to be.
It's the
thing it is.
It's not a sport. It's an outing.
Yeah.
It's a take me to the ball game. Have a Cracker Jack.
Okay, so the Padres sell out every game. That stadium's 40-something thousand. Like, I don't know what you're trying to argue. Like, people go because it's like a fun outing. It's not like because the sport is so thrilling.
9 out of 10 people I talk to who go to Padres games go to hang out in the stadium. It has like nothing. The baseball game that's going on is like totally ancillary.
I think Petco Park is like San Diego's coolest bar.
Yeah,
I
mean, it is one of the best stadiums.
It's fun to hang
baseball.
out, but it's like if your sport is just a thing going on in the background while people are hanging out. How many years do you have left?
I think that thing that is captured is pretty meaningful. It's like America's pastime. It's like hot dogs and like kids around.
Okay, I completely understand what you're saying. And at the same time, I will say that the best thing that's ever happened to baseball was the rule changes. Like, dude, they have 15 seconds to throw the next pitch. It's crazy fast now.
Yeah.
And then they have like 2 minutes between innings.
Oh, dude, people are going to hate this, but there's going to go automated balls and strikes. That's also a good evolution.
Oh, my God. Did you see that call that umpire made a couple of days ago?
No, but there's like 500 of these every game.
Dude, he called a ball like 2 feet outside the plate, struck the guy out.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing that happened to soccer with VAR will happen to...
Well, like I would probably like make the analogy like goal line technology.
Yeah.
I think people like goal line technology.
Yeah.
People don't like VAR because it's like all subjective. But like, did the ball go over the line?
Damn,
that's pretty cool.
I'm realizing I'm in it right now with an expert. So yeah, good analogy. That's true. VAR is hated. Goal line technology is beloved.
Yeah, I think that it's like objective. It's cool.
Yeah.
We should just have AI just simulate the whole game. And we don't have to play it out. We just know what happens. Whole season, boom, done.
Maybe it is. All
Maybe.
simulated.
I mean, I was going to go there too. That was easy.
Yeah, layup. Thanks.
Dude, are we using the torpedo bats? Is that why we're winning?
No, we're like one of the few teams with no torpedoes.
Why aren't we using the torpedo
Hold
bats?
on. What's a torpedo?
You haven't seen the torpedo bats?
No.
The Yankees started using these bats. It's kind of like
They're
brilliant,
gray hat
actually.
bats.
The thick part of the bat is usually towards the end, and it kind of makes sense because that's kind of where the sweet spot is. Like you get the most leverage, towards the end of the bat, just because physics. But they did some study on some of these players, and they were contacting the ball like lower down on the bat. So they were like, well, the rules don't say that the fattest part of the bat has to be at the end. So what if we just move the fattest part of the bat down? And you have these weird looking bats that kind of are like bulging towards the middle. They're called like torpedo bats. And I think that, like, are the Yankees still killing it?
Well, they set the record for most home runs.
Like the first game they used them,
they're
just bombing balls.
In like their
So why
history.
is everyone not using them?
Well, the torpedo bat is made by this company called Mizuno, I think, and they started with the Yankees, but now like other teams are ordering. So like other
Okay,
teams
but
are
they
getting
did,
them.
it's not like a Yankees exclusive, is it?
No, I think the Yankees did hire like some like MIT PhD person to do the analysis or something.
Yeah, but like you can't. This is an F1 here, right? You
No,
can't
no.
like.
Other teams have it
Okay.
now.
Okay.
God, sports would be so weird if they were all like F1.
Right. No.
Like
I mean,
one
that's
team-
my least favorite
One team
part
just has like
about
better
F1.
tech.
Yeah.
You're playing hockey and they just have like faster skates for some
I
reason.
kind of like that.
Because then you're basically saying like which team has the best proprietary technology and engineers, which is cool on the one hand.
It would be cool in some sports, but
Some
in some
sports.
sports it wouldn't be cool at
Yeah,
all.
it would just make the game too unlevel.
Yeah.
You know, you got to use the same equipment in these types of games.
But I'll go back to the MLS. I refuse to become a fan of the MLS. I will
because you're speaking as a football purist, which I really appreciate.
Not really. I mean, just
there
like,
are 7 leagues that are better than the MLS.
yeah.
I mean, I would put. Yeah, I mean,
for now.
yeah, exactly. But like, I mean, I would put the Dutch league above the MLS.
Yeah, easy.
And nobody watches the Dutch league, so you know.
Yeah, I just don't
You
think.
don't know what I do.
Yeah. No, I agree. If you're betting on the future, that what gives me a lot of hope for the MLS is Americans clearly want to develop passion for a sport, and they want to rival Europe in its in Europe. I think everybody knows this, but it's worth repeating. Like your local club is your religion, essentially. And there's so many divisions of soccer in every country that every town has its own team. And so no one is left behind. You could be living in a town of like 10,000 people and have a club in the 7th division in the countryside of England, and it is like fucking life. Like
Yeah,
you
got
are dying
songs
for
and
that
shit,
team.
yeah.
And so we don't have that in America, but America is starting to exude that same level of passion for their MLS teams. Like Seattle is famous for this. Portland is famous for this. They go on these huge marches around the town. I mean, people are becoming diehard more than football, more than American football.
Well, Seattle had epic fandom for the Seahawks too. Like they're called like the 12th man or something.
Yeah.
I think
Set up-
football.
promising.
Football is like the worst sport. It's my controversial
American
opinion.
football?
It's like so bad.
I would never let my son play football. I don't have a son,
Right.
but
It's just like we have. It's like a sport where people are killing each other. So we just have to like keep making these like more and more arbitrary rules, and like to not do the thing that the whole
thing is based
thing
on.
is based on
Right.
doing.
Yeah, because it's like intentioned to be like gladiator Rome.
Well, if you feel
adjacent.
that way about football, I mean, how do you feel about the UFC and boxing? You know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No. UFC is totally fine.
What?
Yeah, that's so different than football. So different than football.
Okay, so they're both sports, so please elaborate. They're both. One is way more brutal.
Right, but like the whole point of football is like you trying to like beat up and submit another guy.
The whole point of the UFC is to murder somebody.
Sorry, the UFC. That's what.
Yeah,
That's what
I was wondering where you're going with that.
Sorry, I got my words no good in my head. It's just
That
totally
is the
different.
purpose of the game. You're saying.
Yeah, and then you have like these protected players in football. Like you got like the quarterback is like, no, you can't hit him as hard, but the other guys can just die on the field. That's like cool.
Yeah.
And it's just completely arbitrary because the quarterbacks are harder to replace, right? You lose like a quarterback, it's just your whole team is like fucked.
I've long thought that the NFL had peaked and that would be like a stock I would want to short, but the game is just so beloved.
They're adding more games, I think, right? They're going to 18 game season
And
now.
like the dollars that go into this from like media rights and everything keeps going higher. So like I would have been way wrong on my short the NFL. So maybe it's still.
Yeah, I don't know if I would short it. I just think it's like the most overrated sport we have. Like the thing that annoys me about it the most is that it's like a 12-minute game that like
takes
4
hours.
fucking hours.
Yeah.
Like that's what I like about soccer. You play the game. You just play the game the whole time.
Yeah.
There's no like fluff. You
One
just play the game.
15-minute
Dude,
stoppage.
there's no commercials. Like
Yeah.
in each half, there's no commercials. That's
There can't be.
amazing.
That's great. No, like football is such an American game. It's like
Yeah, it's the
optimized for
most
how many
commercial.
fucking commercials can we cram down your throat to get you to buy shit, right? Like
Yeah.
that's basically what the thing is. It's so silly. And then yeah, like obviously like people are dying playing the sport, so it's kind of
Well,
weird.
Nobody's actually died playing.
I mean,
football.
they're dying in their later years,
Yeah.
right? It's a bitch. And obviously,
Okay,
we're
so
in a
yeah,
more,
what is the number one sport you would long?
Pickleball.
Yeah, probably, right.
I don't know.
I still don't think it ever reaches.
yeah, pro pickleball is.
It's not going to reach like, oh, it's one of America's top sports to watch. Like,
I will say that. Okay, so
but it's going
the
to
main-
grow in terms of people playing it.
Yeah, like there's a difference between people. Like if I go to the public courts right now, like they'll just be packed. Like every public court I go to, packed. They're like the court near us, Barnes. Like if I want to book a court now, no way. There's 24 courts, 100% chance they're all booked. They were all booked like 2 days ago. Everybody's playing this game. But if I roll up to a pickleball court and I ask like 50 people there, like who the best player in the world is, I bet you 4 of them would be able to tell me,
That's crazy.
which doesn't exist in any other sport.
Okay, yeah, because
Right.
there's never been a sport that has like such high participation, but like no spectator value.
Yeah, it's an actual participation sport for amateurs. It's not like fandom sport.
Yeah, and like most people these days, I don't think play American football, but they'll like watch the shit out of it.
Nobody plays football.
Yes, football is total opposite. Right?
Football, yeah, complete.
And then
opposite.
basketball is right there in the middle. But like you would never, like if you went to like a pickup game, right? You just go to roll some random pickup game and you're like, do you know who LeBron James is? Like everybody would look at you like,
Yeah,
are you?
What do you
are
think is
special?
the easiest sport to go pro in? I think I have my answer.
Right now, the easiest sport to go pro in is pickleball.
Oh, well, no, a big one.
I think soccer.
No,
No way.
no.
Yeah, because there's 700
The
divisions
easiest sport
in
to
England.
no,
Oh well, no. I guess yeah. If you include all that,
no. The
but
easiest sport to go pro in is probably football. Like,
I would
if
say
you're like
football.
a kicker,
I'd say football. Yeah.
like being like a kicker or a punter or something. It's like the
You're
ultimate
talking
like
about going
backdoor.
to the top.
So they
elite
go to the
level.
top in America.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, probably the MLS, but yeah, look, the MLS is thriving and continues to. So I wouldn't short it. That's for sure.
You know what the main
WNBA.
problems with baseball is the highlights are terrible. Like every baseball highlight just looks like the same thing. It's just like a guy throws ball, guy hits ball,
Hard catch, great.
guy watches
hit.
ball, people catch ball, and it's like
Okay, yeah.
pro
But
pickleball
that's why I'm
highlights
so.
are better than
That's why
baseball
I'm so
highlights.
excited about the bases are bigger. The pitch count is short. There's an actual pitch count. The game is definitely more
we need
exciting.
mandatory torpedo bats.
They're gonna yeah, they're gonna like continue down this line of like making the game more exciting and fast. And that's good. That's
I think
good.
I don't think they should lean into it. I think they should just continue with this like cultural phenomenon that it's like a place to be.
So you say go short, go make the game slower.
No, like
Give us more time in the park. No, I will say the game flew by.
well, I think like this.
I sat in my chair for we were only there for like 2.5 hours.
I
and
think
it
when
was
you
over.
when you Americanize a sport, and by that I mean you optimize it to score more points. That's what like commissioners have tried to do with like many games. NBA is a good example of this. Like you remove the ability to play defense.
Right.
NFL has done this. You remove the ability to play defense, and the game gets worse.
Yes.
Because people are like, oh, it's so easy. Like, you know, like shitty quarterbacks are setting records for all-time passing yards over like the
Yeah.
Steve Young, Dan Marino types because it's just like so easy to throw the ball now. You can't defend. I think NBA, everyone's just like hitting threes. The game's getting pretty shitty.
Yeah.
So I think you don't try to make it like
NBA kind of sucks. I feel like early 90s NBA was like peak NBA.
By
Agreed.
far.
This shit was amazing.
'Cause
Like
you
when the
could play
Pistons
D.
were just fucking punching people
That's
in the
a-
face.
Very non-contrarian take from you. That's fact.
yeah, I agree.
That's fact.
I think that's probably consensus at this. I don't know. Maybe that's consensus amongst us because we're older.
No, it's
like,
it's just.
Do you think
fact.
like your average 24-year-old is like, yeah, NBA was better
Depends how
in the early
cultured
90s?
they are, how deep of a dive they did on YouTube.
They
to
like
see.
okay, so like the NBA tried to optimize for more highlights, more dunks, more like special plays, remove defense, but it like makes those things less special when they happen all the time.
What they missed is that people love competition.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you guys, I think I said this on the pod a few weeks ago. I turned on a game. It was the start of the fourth quarter. Both teams had 125 points. I was like, I'm not watching
That's
this.
insane.
I was like, I'm not watching this. This is stupid. And like, yeah, I just hate that there's no defense.
It's like an all-star.
And then the game evolved because they realized like shooters can change the game. Steph Curry changed the game.
Change the game.
And so Steph Curry caused like everyone to move to the 3-point line. And so now it's just, yeah. I mean, have you seen the clip of MJ being like, I'm not a little bitch. I can shoot from the 3. I just chose not to because I believe that the better play is to drive to the hole and make something crazy happen.
But MJ's like 3-point percentage was not good.
It wasn't
No,
good.
but no, I don't think that. No. Hold
He's
on.
like, it could have been high if I wanted to.
No,
and
'cause
that was when the 3-point line was like 3 feet closer too.
you don't think that if MJ wanted to be the best 3-point shooter in the world, he couldn't have been? That
I don't think so.
he absolutely could have.
No
been.
way.
Yes.
It's a different skill.
No, he used what he had, which was like the most athletic person of all time, and was like, "This is how I'll use it." But if you tell me like MJ couldn't have been as good, if not better, than Steph Curry, I absolutely
At
disagree.
threes?
Oh, there's no way.
Oh, God.
What?
MJ could have been the best at whatever he wanted to do. He chose to make the game exciting. He chose to drive to the hole. He chose to fucking entertain people, to stick his tongue out, to fucking dunk on people.
That's
like
right.
that
If
was the
MJ
game.
wanted to be the world's greatest quantum physicist, he could have done it.
Like Steph shoots like 94% from the free throw line. He just like doesn't miss shots. Like MJ doesn't shoot as well. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I know that he wasn't a great 3-point shooter. I'm
I'm
saying
saying free throws, even like free throws where everything is like it's like a level playing field.
the game was different. This is why you shouldn't compare GOATs across eras. As soon as any rule changes or time goes on, in
The
my
free throw
opinion,
line hasn't changed
GOAT-
since the beginning. So I'm just using that as like
I
a standard
got it.
barometer.
I got it.
No, I don't think you do.
No, I got it. I got it. My point is, I think MJ chose to make the game entertaining.
Do you think it's worth like preserving the games across eras? Like what they're doing right now with the NFL, right? Like if you take the season from 16 to 18 games, you're basically just like, oh, all these old records, yeah, we don't care anymore. They're just over. Or you just stamp an era and you move on and you just create a new era.
I'm fine with creating a new era so long as you're like creating a better product, like a better game. But I think that the NFL has evolved for the worse.
Okay, I agree.
What don't you like about it?
Well, the things that you mentioned, where like the object is of the defense. The object of the defense is to get the quarterback, to separate the football from the offensive player, and you can't do either of those things. Like you have to, like you can make a tackle in this certain situation, you can make a tackle here, but there, no. It's just absurd. It's like, how do you even play defense anymore? You can't touch them.
Yeah, I get super frustrated.
Pass interference, I think, has kind of come back a little bit, but for a while, for like last 4 or 5 years, it's like
It was like
any
a
touch,
breath.
yeah,
A
any breath, it's like 15. No, it's not even 15 yards. It's all the way to where the ball was thrown.
Yeah, it's
Which
ridiculous.
that penalty alone is freaking stupid. Every penalty is 5, 10, or 15 yards. Pass interference goes to wherever you threw it. That's weird.
Yeah, I mean that's you can game that
You
very
can game
easily.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, draw contact.
I'm breathing heavy because I am mad.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
should be thrilled right now. We just talked about sports on Alfalfa for like 20 minutes.
This is how he likes it.
I'm thrilled.